What's your thoughts on Dexter Jackson retiring?
Retiring? I think it's time. It's time for him to retire. Let's be honest. Uh, Big bro, 50 years old. Like, can't keep doing this shit. Like, you can, but you're gonna finish at the bottom. And peoples are only gonna remember your last few competitions. They're not gonna remember all of the good stuff you did. So, oh yeah, so like he's 50. Let's be honest. Last year should have been a time that he retired because he finished with winning a show and he made top 4 again. So he should have retired last year because he could continue competing as long as he want, but he's just gonna get worse with it. And the fans, the supporters, and everyone is just gonna remember your last few showings. Like with Kevin LeBron, we only remember them little bitty legs and melted skin. Flex Wheeler, the same thing. We don't have great thoughts anymore like we did with them. We had them lifted so high on a pedestal, and they came back, and it was a train wreck.
That's a good way of putting it. And obviously, with people like Ronnie Coleman still pushing his body too hard, and obviously he's a grown ass man. He can do what he wants to do, but
right.
I think with Dexter, obviously, I think he's a bit more switched on in the fact that he knows physically there's only so far he can keep pushing his body. And I know, the drug protocols, the fucking training, the dieting. Obviously, he is the winningest bodybuilder of all time. That'll never be taken away from him, but he's still human. And I don't think he's just going to listen to fans. I think he's listening to, obviously, his body, his central nervous system, and thinking, you know what? If I'm going to bow out, I might as well bow out gracefully.
Yeah, because like right now, Dexter 50 years old with no health issues. With all of the years of the abuse to the body physically, mentally, with the overeating, excessive eating, the drug protocols, the training in the gym. So for him to still have good health and don't have any health issues, it's the perfect time to leave it alone. But how would he place this year if Phil get back into there, Ramy, if Sean make it? I'm hoping, fingers crossed, toes crossed, that Sean Roden and April case be done over with. He get back to the stage. William Bonac, like it's a lot of guys that have youth on their side a little more than him. And let's be honest, Dexter beat every last one of them guys.
Exactly.
The Dexter that beat those guys then is not the Dexter now. He brought his legs back. His upper looked phenomenal, but it's not the Dexter 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and I don't know what he's looking like right now on if he's going to be able to do damage at the Olympia stage like he's been doing. Now, he's going to do more shows than he did in a long time with doing all these Arnolds. That might take a lot of wear and tear, but he's at his most dangerous when he competes more. But that's when he was early 40s, mid 40s, not 50 years old. So I don't know how that's going to play out. I always bet on Dexter, regardless, how he. So just me thinking outside of a fan standpoint is I think it's time. He's doing the right thing. I wouldn't do all of those Arnolds if I'm gearing up on retiring at the Olympia.
Yeah.
Because he might bring his best looks there and bring the worst look he ever brought to the Olympia. So that ain't a smart move if it was me. If I know the Olympia is where I want to retire, I'll do the Ohio. I'll go sit my ass down somewhere, rest a few months, and get right back into the game to only focus on the O to try to still place top 5, top 6. So he's playing a really dangerous game right now.
So for those obviously watching, that some people might not know, the only reason I've asked you about Dexter specifically is because you are friends with Dexter. You've obviously, you've been in his house, you've trained. How do you think he's going to deal with this after? Because obviously he tried to make an Instagram story video. I don't know if you've seen it. and he got really,
Yeah.
really emotional. I got choked up watching that.
Yeah, I've seen it on your channel actually. I've
Yeah, and
seen
he
it on
was
your
like,
channel
yeah, and
driving to the gym.
I was watching it, and I'm thinking, shit, this is all he's ever known, day
Yeah.
in, day out. It's all this guy has ever known. And he's almost like, what's the word? You know when people have been in prison for so long and they sort of get...
Institutionalized.
That's it, yeah. He's been institutionalized by bodybuilding, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think
And
he's going to cope with it?
I was talking to someone in a gym today about that. I said, this is all he has, all he knows. It's going to take a long time for him to adapt to normal society. Yes, he's going to love not having to eat when he don't want to eat, when he don't have to. Yes, he's going to love not having to go to the gym and train hard, or if he want to miss a day or two, he can. But being back into that environment, because he got so used to being away from home, for one, focusing on the military part of this training, how he's going to adapt to always being home is going to be the challenge. And he's been doing this so long to where he's going to struggle really hard with adapting to that lifestyle. Now, I know he has some other things up his sleeve that's going to keep him busy in the fitness afterlife, but still, once you program, and he's programmed, Dexter do exactly everything his protocol tell him to do. If it's on that list, he's going to do it. He's not going to steer away from it. He's not going to have that no more. So now it's going to be like, damn, you used to this. And he's too institutionalized. He's, this is about to be
weird because it's almost like, because there's a lot of newcomers coming through the ranks this year. Like, for example, Patrick Moore, it's obviously going to be his second time on the O stage, but it's almost like a passing of the guard because there's nobody that's been around as long as Dexter, that's won as much as Dexter. And to me, I don't look at Dexter as a modern bodybuilder. He's still the golden era to me. And I think when you take him out, we're just left with today's bodybuilders. And I'm not saying that takes anything away from the guys we've got today, but I just think we lose something special when Dexter goes.
That era is over. Once Dexter gone, it's over. Now we have Patrick Moore, beautiful physique, lines, everything. We have Cedric McMillan, but he just can't pull it together. Cedric going to give us one good showing a year. You know, if he can, I don't know what it is with his coach. Maybe he need to start doing it himself. Maybe he need to listen to his own body and his own knowledge and do it himself. We have Cedric. We have Sean Roden. He's going to be on his way out once he get back to the stage because Sean is 43, 44 years old. There's nothing. So a lot of attention is going to be on Patrick looking like, what you about to do? You know, because Patrick right now is going to be so dangerous at this O. It's not a shoe-in for no one. And right now, who's looking like they can come and snatch it is Patrick. It's not Ramy. It's not Dex. It's not William. It's Patrick. He's dangerous. He's extremely dangerous right now. He have that small waist. He has that conditioning out of this world. And he has a lot of muscle on that frame. Yes, he could be bigger because he's 5'11", 5'11", 5'10". Of course, he could be bigger, but he's not. And he has the complete package. And he has youth on his side. And then he has a great mentor in his corner that's openly in his corner, which is Phil.
Yeah.
You know, and it's kind of like when Phil had Jay. Jay was openly in his corner. We don't get that no more in these days of time. You know, me and Dexter are super tight. Don't nobody see Dexter in my corner physically like that. Phil put himself out there. Boom, I'm going to help this dude. This is somebody I'm going to potentially be competing against for my title back. And I'm going to help him with everything that I could possibly help him with. We don't have that no more.
Yeah.
It was Jay, and now Phil doing it. I commend Phil to the highest level with doing that. Sean Broden, he came to the expo, extended the olive branch, told me whatever it is I need, like Sean, and he has been great. You know, we compare notes and everything, and he know how I feel about his case. He's been railroaded and all of that.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think that'd be a good eye, like how he's trying to do the coaching. I think that'd be good if he get the right person by the waist under his arm
Yeah.
and show him, because he's clearly not a selfish person. He's not selfish because I'm the one that people don't want to touch. So let's face it, I know it. That's why I do so much of studying and on my own. So for him to be like, listen, whatever you need, whatever it is, you let me know. Okay, I'm gonna call him and see. Right there. Mom, it is what it is. So
you're always welcome on my channel, brother.
Oh yeah, that's without a doubt. That's without a doubt. I'm gonna kick the door in. Yeah. So still doing a great job with Patrick. Patrick have Chris Aceto in his corner.
Yeah.
Apparently, Chris knows this guy's body because they've been doing some phenomenal things to his body. Like I'm looking at updates of Patrick on a daily, and he's changing on a freaking daily.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and he's going to be real dangerous. He's going to be dangerous, you know, because now the sport, I think, is trying to get back to the tapered look, the modern day bodybuilder with some size, you know, like when Flex Wheeler was 216 pounds and won the Arnold. It's going back to that. That's why I was so excited when Roden won, when Sean won, because I'm like, this is somebody with a shape that's like mine. He has the same type of shape, so I have a shot. I have a chance.
Yeah.
You know, so I was excited about that. And that's the look they're going for. Cedric has that same shape. He just can't pull it together. Dexter might want to scale back on some of them shows.
Do you think Dexter's going to do the Athleticon then?
He's going to do that?
I'm just saying, do you think he will? Because it's just 3 weeks after.
First, he said that he was. At first, he said he was going to do it when he heard how large the pot was. But then when he realized that split it up in different categories, he's like, I ain't doing that shit. You know, but if I was Dexter, I'd do the Arnold, Ohio, try to take top 2. I'll sit my ass down because that's a good amount of money, 100-something thousand.
Yeah.
Like you can afford to miss a few months to just focus on the next show and just build a brand. Yeah. I escaped from being a great bodybuilder to becoming a brand because there's a lot of great bodybuilders that's starving. You know,
this is true.
Yeah, because they're not a brand.
Even with the when they all start doing their own supplements, I've heard that Phil's isn't doing that well either. And
wasn't a brand. That was Mr. Olympia. It wasn't the brand. You know, he wasn't a brand. He's a great bodybuilder. And like I did my career backwards. I established myself as being a brand, and then like, oh shit, I'm old with gray hairs. Let me go get a pro card now. They presented it to me, so I'm not going to be considered Mack Truck the great bodybuilder. They're gonna be like, Mack Truck is a businessman. He's a brand. He's a mogul. He knows how to make some money. You know.